they thought they wouldn't meet. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got them beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. And mother fellas, they be saying, I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think
just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico. Greg Olson set to get this one started. Should be a wet one. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he's down at 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
One guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. One again, it's Tracy again. He's taken down a close shot at midfield. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, the Giants.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Throwing it, dart. A screen set up for Tracy. He'll be taken down rather slowly.
Just a little slow developing on that screen play there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 5.
Third and 5. Here comes Dart. It's caught, and it's Cam Scalabrine. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
They'll indeed go for it, and it's done. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on fourth down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
First carry for Kenneth Walker. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He got hit that one quickly. The third receiver knew what was going on. It's incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
Come on. Hey! 18 Cardinal. 19 Charger. 79 Broncos. Ready?
On third down, Milrow. This one's just too far for the receiver. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Cup 19.
Here we go. Fourth down. It's Milrow. Ultimately, it doesn't matter because this is going to be a turnover on down.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
On first and 10, here is Doug.
You see some of the teams wait till third down to execute their screen game. In this case, the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Dark. Flush to his right. Coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking it down. Boye Mafe. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long.
19 tight.
It's Tracy. And the defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. Fourth down, straight ahead.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line. And next thing you know, the big old D-tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
The Giants field goal unit out on the field. This one from 52 yards away. And that one not going to get there. It's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And this will stay a scoreless game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Hard to come by as he'll get ahead 4 yards. Banks comes out to make the play.
Brings up second.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 43, here's second down and 9.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. That's a nice pickup there.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense is right there, but a gain or 2. Good enough for the first down.
That's good.
You can see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over.
And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Seattle.
That's another Seahawks first down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Seahawks first
So
down.
we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Or from MetLife Stadium after this. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Ready?
Straight ahead, it's Walker. That's a nice job keeping it balanced in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Milrow. Moving to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll pick up the first down. A gain of about 4.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was gone, they were off quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
69. Here we go. Shot.
On first down, it's Milrow. That is incomplete. Tim Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up the second down.
Makes it
So
2nd
you're a
and
couple
10.
inches away from instead of celebrating a touchdown with your boys on the sideline, you're trotting back to the huddle with your tail between your legs. And that's the fine line between success and failure in the NFL. And the reality is, he knows it, the sideline knows it, the huddle knows it. At this level, you've got to make that play.
And he's going to be dropped. Picked up with the back line. Third down, they need 5.
Brings up 3rd
Shot
and
50. Shot. Warriors 70. Ready?
Throwing again, it's Milrow. This one intercepted. Picked off by Jacob Jones. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They host on 4th down.
intercepted.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Give him 11 on the stretch. Give them a new set down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yards. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Together with the neighbors on the RPO. And mark them down 44-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon. And it will wind up being a first down.
After being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one, and they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
First downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. It's Tracy looking to run. He dances away from one defender. Gain of 7.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd down and 2. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a loss of 2.
2nd and 2. You're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take it back for a loss of 2. And now you find yourself on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, with Tracy.
It's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They're inefficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So you want to continue to run the ball this often, we're going to have to look to their defense to play really well. So on a critical 4th down, they want to put the game in the hands of their quarterback. Give them some options. They go with the RPO scheme. The defense sells outs to stop the run. He's forced to pull it. Incomplete pass. Great job by the defense, staying true to their assignments, playing disciplined football, and they get a huge stop. I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple. Once again, it's Walker. He will take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Come on.
They'll throw on 1st down with Milrow. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. The ball is incomplete.
And you can see really why this offense has leaned on the ground game. I mean, can't you, Mike? I mean, the passing attack really needs somebody to provide a spark because they have not been able to get anything going here before the pass.
Is Horton. They bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They pick up 17 through the air. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
Get it.
Here's Milrow to throw. We'll try to start the string here with Walker. He's headed into the catch and the ball comes free. One of the Giants has it. Oh, big hole left side. Inside the 20. And he returns this all the way. Whatever, fourth coming.
The kicker on 4th.
The Giants will take a 7-0 lead.
Giants 7. Seahawks nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 9. Oh, he's got room past the 30.
The Seahawks
Good
take over
return.
first
And
and
gets it across the 30.
32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Milrow. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he's out of bounds on his pass play. That's good for 8 yards.
A great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play. Put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ready. Out of the gun. It's Milrow. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 16 yards. Pick up on that one. First down, Seattle.
Here we go, strike. 19 Tiger. 60 Bobcat. Trap 60.
Now it's Milrow. They'll get this complete to Walker. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
At the 31-yard line.
Milrow going to throw it again. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And was incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. And it'll be second down. Again, it's Milrow. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He is out of bounds. They work it inside the 15. A 19-yard pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
A gain of 19
Okay,
yards.
ready?
And the Seahawks first down.
Ready?
To throw again is Milrow. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short. But he has picked up the first down.
That's good. For a
It's been
Seahawks.
a really good drive so far. What I really like to think is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the
Let's go
ropes.
now.
This looks like a design run. And he throws his way into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks.
For the extra point.
That touchdown gives him 18 on the season.
Good. That ties the game.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
And he stops at 25. The drive will begin
Their
there.
own 25-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. It's a nice job keeping the balance in these conditions. A gain of enough high. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
The 30-yard line.
On play action, it is done. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6. Left on the second quarter clock.
Brings up third.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. go, and here's Dart. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. A touchdown apiece. 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Throwing now, Miller on first down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times. To the ground. It's incomplete.
It seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible. Because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
And find his running back. And nice work there after the catch. And he's a little short of first down. After a gain of 7.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Little try to run for it. Stuck right there, and he's lost it. And the Giants come up with it. Well, they come up with a turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
On the play fake, here's Dart. Across the field, gets this to Neighbors. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
27-yard line.
Got it, ready? Buffalo 18. Here we go, set. Nice, Cowboy 8. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Oh, yeah, you got him.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. On the run to the right. He goes sideline, and he stays inside. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st and 10. That's a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Play fake, and Dart.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal.
Here we go.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
The play lost a yard.
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
Line of scrimmage back at the 7 for 3rd and goal.
Dragon 60. Titan 60. Purple 80. Cut 19. Cut 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. That is high by the tight end. His 2nd TD catch of the season. precision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. A return coming from the 14. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready up. Deputy Timber. Ready. Steady.
Now Milrow on first down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and it's a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and a yard.
Ready up.
RPO, the quick hit to Smith-Njigba. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
It's a gain of 16.
A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Seattle.
On the set.
A gain of 16 yards. First
Here we
down,
go,
Seattle.
70 Timberwolves. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Run up the middle. It's Walker. And the woes in the running game continue. With some track yards there. A loss on the play.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Cougar Knights. Panther 6.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. Throwing up top. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jacob. A nice return there. He is taken down. Close to the 35-yard line.
Milrow's back.
Been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that love throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who are very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
Cowboy 80.
We're good with Brown. And here's Tracy on first down. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. There's 3 from the secondary to make the play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Flush to his right. And spots his target downfield. Great teamwork on the completion. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a first down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall enough and wait for his receiver to bring the ball. And so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
A run here with Tracy on second down. And the work is way down inside the 40. Riley Murphy there on the stop.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 6.
Almost ready.
3rd and 6. Shotgun. It's done. He will swing this out wide after Tracy. And he will head the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup on the game of 9 yards. And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
Distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up the first down. To close this game out.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. They'll run with White. And he'll run forward to the 2. Setting up 2nd and goal.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now, you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Racing, will score. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he will sit on here in the end zone for a touchdown. Ready from the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Millwell. He's going to dive another deep ball. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Gain of 41 yards.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 41 yards.
A 41-yard gain. First down, Seahawks.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Dragon 60. 18 Rattler, 18, trap 60, trap go.
They'll throw on first down with Milrow. This one goes past. It's incomplete. The defender slips in with him. It brings up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
19 sight, 19.
On second down, here's Milrow. On throw here, right side. Ball's incomplete. Jackson Smith.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? I just don't like the look of this passing game. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown. And instead, the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit. There was nowhere to go with the ball for the quarters. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able to really pick up the short game.
At the 38-yard line.
Got it. Ready.
From the 38 now, here comes second and 8. Looking from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. He will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Buffalo 18. Here we go. Set. 70 Lions.
We'll go play action here with Clark. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance. So when you're evaluating the impact of a team run, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Hey, smash! Cougar 19!
Here for Tracy. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. Minute 57 to go in the game. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinals!
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
So perhaps on the 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Giants have run out to a 24-7 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that on foot.
On 1st down, it's Miller. He'll air it out down the middle. And he will score. Curry Horton. Touchdown, Seattle. The kicking team on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Seahawks back within 10. It's now 24-14. This one not quite over, but down a couple scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. Look at him go! And he's going to take this one in for the score. The onside kick backfires spectacularly as it's returned for a touchdown. The extra point is up and through. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This is short kick, returnable from the 13. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. 36-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
Come on!
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. Short pass, taken in by the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup though of 6.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
To the air, it's Milrow. And the ball's out. One of the Giants has it. And so much for a nice game in the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
He gets free. And he will go all the way. Neighbors. He'll take it at the 12. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ready? Marking 18.
On first and 10, it's Milrow. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 13 yards to start that first. And a good first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's going to tuck it in down. And he'll be lucky to just get some positive yards out of that one. Out of bounds, pick up of 2.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job. Just get to the edge, get some positive.
Drop 50, drop 50. Here we go, here we go. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On third down, Milrow. In trouble, and down we go. Jay will use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth.
Ready, set.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
Go. 70 Lions. Hurt. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 Lions. 19 tight, not 19, Pioneer.
They'll try and throw for it with Milrow. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They give the ball over on down.
Result of the play is a
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On play action, it is Dark. Left side in the hands of Neighbor. This is going to be a touchdown. They're going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. The kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This fielded at about the 9. Not much on the return. They'll stop him for 17.
at their own 17.
Ready, break. Ready.
Throwing now, Milrow on first down. Rolling right. Now he takes off. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
He tried to pass all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Now Milrow. Good throw there, but not on the same page. It's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That is incomplete. Here we go. There goes what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. He isn't able to secure that grab through the contact, and they're quickly running out of possessions to get back into this game. I mean, their chance to come back was already slim to none, but Slim Meadow went just out the window as that ball hit the turf.
Come on, set. Liking 18. 7 Pirates, 18, Pioneer. Street. Take off.
To throw is Clark on 1st and 10. Intercepted. Picked up by Nick Imanwari. And the Seahawks are going to get the football at their own 23.
Even though that interception, it probably won't have much of an impact on the outcome of the game, but at least defensively it gives them something positive to build off of, because up until that point, this game's been a struggle.
The incomplete. Now we are down to likely just one more play.
They got there in a hurry, and it might be luckily for him. He saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Eagles. Panther 11. Six. Hurt. 18 Rattler. Cup 19. Street. 7 Pop.
Here we go. One final play. Only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it's a win for the Men in Blue. The Giants get it done. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.